So one of the most difficult things for me is to get an abundant harvest of flowering brassicas all the way through the Hungry Gap. And we're sort of coming into the Hungry Gap now, sort of April time. These have been flowering, these purple sprouting broccoli, for from about February, probably mid-February, something like that. And I have a number of varieties. I'll put them up on the screen for you to see. But basically, this is the bed, as I said, that's seen us through early spring. And now that we're just starting to get to April, mid-spring, we've got obviously all of this, again, beautiful purple sprouting broccoli ready. And this is my favourite actually. This is claret. It does so well. Obviously there's a lot more power in the sun at this time of the year, so you tend to get a bit bigger harvest than you do from these early varieties. But you know, purple sprouting broccoli is kind of coming to the end by May time, early May, and so we do need something else to kind of keep us going. And I tried for calabrese, but unfortunately it doesn't always work. So this is calabrese that I'd hoped to be eating really towards the end of the purple sprouting broccoli crop, but actually it's come right in the middle, and I've got 5 plants there and 4 of them are in good flower now and really need to be taken, otherwise they're going to start to actually burst into true flowers. But fortunately I've got another bed here which is coming on quite nicely, and these are only kind of golf ball size, so these are quite a few weeks away. They'll probably still come roughly at the same time as the late purple sprouting broccoli is kind of finishing, but I think they'll be okay. I think they'll give us a good harvest. And then I've got some in the polytunnel which are slightly further on, but I'm hoping with these being in the polytunnel that we'll continue to get really good side shoot harvest well into early May, and then I'll clear these beds because I want to get them replanted with the summer crops. I've got a couple of cauliflowers as well at the ends underneath the trestle table, and actually one of those has come really early and it is a real beauty, so I'm not really complaining. But anyway, as the calabrese is kind of finishing, I'm hoping the cauliflowers come. So these are the cauliflowers that are furthest on, and I've got white varieties here. Again, I'll put the details up in the description, and purple varieties here. The purple variety is a little bit behind the white ones, and obviously we've again got one kind of oddball that's come early. But I'm hoping really that these cauliflowers come in early May, late April and early May, and then I've got another batch which I'm hoping come a little bit after that. So I've got these that I hope come mid to late May, and then I'll be clearing these to put the melons in this bed. And then finally, just as the Hungry Gap is finishing in early June, I'm hoping these will be ready. And again, I've got calabrese here and cauliflowers here. And then after that, we can obviously switch over to our main crops. And the main crops are just little seedlings at the moment. And then I try and do the same sort of thing with my cabbages. I like to have a nice range of cabbages. So in this case, we've got spring cabbages here. These are actually started in November, as are those Savoy cabbages started in November as well. And these were planted out after the winter lettuces. And again, they're doing pretty nicely. And I've got some red cabbages over there as well, which are doing well. And so they all should come towards the end of the Hungry Gap. And then into June a little bit, and then obviously again I'll have my main crop cabbages sort of starting in July, as well as all my main crop kales and things. But I do have some early kales, and these are looking quite nice. They're going to seed, of course. Everything will be going to seed at this time of year in the brassica family, but still absolutely beautiful leaves on these, and you know, that's in stark contrast really to the kales that I've overwintered outside, whereas, you know, those, the leaf quality is quite poor and they're all going to seed as well. So this just gives me that little bridging harvest in between the main crop kales and the overwintered ones that are finishing. So anyway, if you want more about the way that I garden, then you can find all the details linked in the description below.